Jewish sinus medicine. That was Martin Tulkoff's description of his family's famous horseradish. Corned Beef Row on Lombard Street, the center of Jewish life in Baltimore in the 1930s, is where Martin Tulkoff was born. After graduating from Forest Park High School in 1954, he joined the family business and, as a self-taught mechanical engineer, oversaw production. Tulkoff's is still the largest horseradish supplier in the world.
I was born in Baltimore in December '34. My brother was Saul and my sister was Bernice. We lived on Lombard Street, and my parents then had a produce store. Lombard Street was a thriving area for the Jewish, Italian, Polish community where 7 days a week and nights they had stalls in the street and in front of the store on the pavement, and the horse and wagons going up and down. My father decided to go in the horseradish business, and my mother called him crazy that you would make it a living just selling horseradish. And prior to that, they were in a fruit and produce business on Lombard Street. And so the story goes, a woman came along, took one of the oranges out of this pyramid that they had, and the whole pile came tumbling down. He said, "That's it, I'm going in the horseradish business." The business actually started in 1929. Then they moved across the street and started grinding horseradish by hand, and we lived on top of the office and factory at that time. My mother filled the jars with a teaspoon and put the labels on by hand, cap by, everything was by hand. And then when I graduated in 1954 from Forest Park, I wanted to go into my father's business, always did. My father and my brother were terrific salespeople. I was more interested in manufacturing than the selling end. Believed in automation quite a bit and studied and worked quite a bit in the libraries. We didn't have internet in those days, so you picked up a lot of your engineering books, and I learned from that and made up my own drawings. And I developed this machine, and it encapsulated the product and sealed the plastic around the containers, which made it pilfer-proof. And that's why I did that, because the stevedores would take the merchandise out and you really couldn't prove anything. And I developed this machine with no idea of patenting it at the time. And as salespeople came in and they saw what I was doing, they said, "You really ought to patent it and sell it." Shrink-o-matic was the name of the device. I ended up taking the machines to machinery shows and sold quite a few different companies bought it.